What up, though, you smelly marks? And welcome to another edition of the Rasslecast Power Hour. I am the captain of this tag team, Hyphen and Bane.
And I guess I'm the co-captain today. Are we starting this already?
Yeah, man. Welcome back.
Welcome back to me.
You know? Yeah. Welcome back to you.
Yeah. How are you, Handsome Bane? By the way,
I'm good.
You look great.
I know. Thanks. You?
I'm stupendous because faces like me are always on the up and up.
White meat baby face. Well, we'd like to welcome guy we listen to all the time. Somebody I go way back with in the city of Detroit when we was just
Oh yeah.
When we was just little hood niggas narrowly avoiding death. And his intro is a wrestling promo all its own. So he can completely cut. He's graduated. He's tested out of promo class today. Mr. Dame Gone Wild.
Hey yo. I get to do the whole intro?
Absolutely.
Oh man, I appreciate it. Well, first of all, before I jump into it, man, it's a pleasure to be a part of your podcast, man. Like you said, me and you go back. You were the first person to introduce me to ECW wrestling in your mom's basement. Yeah, in your mom's basement. But yo, it's your man Dame Gone
also
Wild.
Shout out.
Go ahead.
There you go, stepping on people.
I know. I'm getting about that. Mark's VLNS, the man who remixed our song. That's right. It is now called Rude AF. Thank you to at VLNS at. It's on the gram. So go buy a beat from my man. And without any further ado, Mr. Dame Gone Wild.
Hey yo, it's your man Dame Gone Wild, the West Side landlord, the pride of PA, High Chief Dame Don't Fuck Around, the liquor store legend, the corner store conquistador, your mama's favorite Dame, and the David Ruffin of the Shop Talk Podcast, because you know who the fuck they came to see. Not you, Otis. It's no better than these 4 letters. Thank God for Dame. And if you're speaking on Dame, you better say it nice. And if you don't put the boss in front, then bitch, you're not saying it right. Let's go.
Hey.
Let's go.
I was mouthing the words like fucking Will Smith on
You mean the heel turned into a mark for a minute? I saw it. It's okay.
But that's my man. It's like
it's
you
okay.
gotta.
That's
if you
your
can't mark out for your guys, then what the fuck are you even able to mark out for?
Exactly.
This is love right here, man. All the way from Beantown and brought it back to the city.
Absolutely,
man.
So, Dame, you got. Well, you do on this thing on the thing on the Shop Talk podcast where you say is story time with Dame. We're going to get to that.
Okay,
it's one of my favorite things ever. But just right now, if you could just take these smelly marks through your journey as a young professional wrestling fan till now, like,
you know what, man?
What was the first thing that just stuck out? Like, yo, it's just wild.
You know, my first memories of life are like watching wrestling on my dad's back. Like we would just sit down like on Saturday afternoon and just watching wrestling and just seeing like the larger than life characters, you know, like Junkyard Dog, Andre the Giant, Macho Man. And then like as I got older, like my mother from the East Coast. Mm-hmm. So like we would spend our summers like out in Jersey. And when I would go out there, I would see wrestling that I didn't see at home, like Smoky Mountain Wrestling, old NWA, WCW. And I remember like the first, you know, we all grow up watching the one that we shall not mention. But like the first wrestler that I saw that had like a larger than life personality, my boy Flair. Like I hadn't seen like he talked like money. He talked like he was. And I understand now, like, about character development and all that, but Flair talked like he was rich. He looked like he was rich. I didn't understand the difference between wrestling and reality, but for me, he was jet flying. He wore Rolex custom-made suits. Space Mountain, like, come on, it didn't get no better than that.
He was asking niggas
what
was the difference between a 4. He's telling niggas what the difference between a 4.0 and a 4.6 was.
Yes,
and I mean, and honestly, that's where the intros for Shop Talk kind of came from. Was like old Ric Flair promos, because like, growing up as a fat, chubby, kid from Detroit before puberty hit me, like I just didn't have the confidence. And like literally, I would look myself in the mirror and try and talk like Ric Flair, and it gave me something that I didn't have at that point in my life.
Same, nigga, same, for real.
Like it lit a fire up under me, and I fell in love with it. I remember my old man. We were middle class. I mean, we weren't necessarily poor, but we didn't have like a lot of frill shit going on. But like I do remember, like my old man, like once a year, we hit like a WWF back then house show. We go down to Joe Louis, and watch. We get some good matches down there, man. We get some good matches at the Joe. And then when I got older and started making a little bit of paper, I remember I took my pops to Survivor Series '99 at the Palace. Right. I think that was Kurt Angle's debut. And then even like with my sons, man, when they started getting older, like I just felt like that's the best place for a young man to be. Like it's fireworks, scantily clad women, body slamming, shit being thrown around in the crowd, like, and they loved it, and it was something that I could like share with them. Now they've kind of grown out of wrestling, and this, they teenagers, so they too cool to kick it with dad. But I got a 3-year-old, so I got one more good round left in me before.
Yeah, they'll be back. Though.
Yeah,
they'll be back.
They all come back.
They always do.
I love it, man. I still watch wrestling like 4 days a week. Raw and SmackDown are ass, but I still watch them. I love NXT. I love AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling. I feel like I'm missing some. Ring of Honor. I watch it all.
Yeah, and I'll probably take Impact out. I'm catching up on my AEW, but one that I just never stopped fucking with, honestly, was NWA. Like when they were doing Power, when they had the Power with the 3 R's.
That shit you were watching on YouTube pretty heavy, weren't you?
Yeah, they were. Yeah. They came back with Thunder. They came back with Thunder.
I like how NWA is taped. It's got like that old school feel to it.
Yes.
That studio,
real cool.
Yeah, and I think Nick Aldis is an underrated champion.
That's I was gonna say. Nick, this is my favorite champion right now because he does what I love. When the champion puts over the locker room and Vince cuts him down, like, but I'm like, those are the best in the business, but I'm better than all of them. That kind of shit, like when you're that still bravado, like he looks super believable. Like he walks into a place and it's like, I'm not like, you gotta be a mountain of muscle. But like he looked like, oh no, that's their champion.
He looks like somebody. Yeah, he looks like a somebody.
Oh, definitely.
He's a badass boss.
He's a badass.
He comes out there and he's got his, he looks like a final boss. 100%. So
he's a badass.
I was gonna say Nick Aldis is my favorite champion going today.
And I like what you mentioned, man. It's more than just being a mound of, he's not like a 6'10" giant. Now he looks to be a larger man, but it's the hair, it's the suit, it's how he holds the belt, like a newborn baby.
Yeah. Sweet Charlotte, yeah, definitely. The whole package, the female muscle, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's badass. Like
you said, that's your favorite champ right now?
Favorite champion? Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I would argue my favorite champion right now is the head of the table. Roman Reigns.
I love Roman. And I love what he's doing. It's just that for me, Nick Aldis has been doing this, National Treasure for how long now? So just that he's been keeping that going. So now if they keep it up, hopefully, dear God, keep it up with the Roman shit, because this is all we wanted. This is all we wanted anyway.
Man, I'm just afraid you're going to have Edge.
And I hope that I'm afraid that Brock is going to come back and they're going to take Heyman from Roman. I think that combination of the two works so well.
Yeah.
They need like Roman needs him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're great. Like, because we don't want a lot from Roman. We certainly don't want suffering succotash from Roman.
Terrible.
You know what I'm saying? Like, anything is better than suffering succotash, bro. Like,
he deserves better than that.
And when he speaks, it matters. You know what I mean? Like that whole shit they got him. Somebody doesn't appreciate me. Find out who doesn't appreciate. He's so like, this nigga's fucking scary, dog. Like, again, final boss. Like, 100%. That's final boss shit. Like when the nigga was wearing the suit and they wanted to cut that stupid ass commercial, and he's like, "No, we're not doing that." This is just how. This is like, oh
I love the direction that they're going with him. I hope that Edge does not take the title off of him. I would much rather see Edge and Finn Balor go for the title.
That would be dope. Hyphen, please don't put that evil on us, bro.
I'm not trying to, but you know, Mr. Good Shit is the running thing. So it could go either way, man. But he needs to stay away from Roman because Roman is doing the best.
But I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
That would be awful. That would be awful.
Oh man.
It's such good shit, and it's coming out of my
you know what I'm saying? Out of here. Fucking
shout out to Dear Baby.
And I feel like that was great. And I feel like they're setting Wade Barrett up to come out of the booth and fight Eli Drake next.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I keep saying this shit ever since I first saw Eli Drake. I'm like, damn, that's Jason Sudeikis. And like now this nigga doing my fear.
But I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
My fear is at some point this nigga Vince is going to see Coach Lasso and he's going to put the football coach gimmick on Eli. Well, LA Knight. Jeez. Coach Knight. Oh God.
British Knights.
Oh, it's just gonna happen, bro. Oh my God.
You talk about not wishing things into existence, and you talking about that.
God no. Anyway. Man. Shall we break for story time with Dame?
Yes, let's please.
For Summer in Jersey?
Cool. Well, you know, I've been a huge wrestling fan all my life. As I mentioned, my mother's from Jersey. She's from a small town in New Jersey called Neptune. And if you, really Asbury Park, New Jersey. And if you know anything about Jersey, or Asbury Park is known for two things: the home of Bruce Springsteen and the home of Bam Bigelow.
Mm-hmm. I'm one of the biggest legends stars ever in this. God.
So I got a cousin of mine, man. She went to high school with Bam Bigelow. And now, you know, I'm from Detroit. We go down there every summer. And I'm telling her, you know, we'll be down there like, let's say around mid-July. She's like, you know what? When you come down, I know him. I'll introduce you to him. So I'm geeked all summer long. You know, I'm telling my friends, I'm going to meet Bam Bigelow. Mm-hmm. You know, like when you want a story when you come back for, you know, going into school, that what did you do?
This nigga was doing moonsaults.
I met fucking Bam Bigelow. So one day I get
story either.
Nobody. So one day I get dropped off at my aunt's house because today is the day. I walk in and there's a large white man sitting in a Nike tracksuit. And he has a hat on and some shades, and like 10-year-old me is expecting to wrestle. Like I'm looking for the flames. We're gonna go outside and do drop kicks.
Right.
This large man stands up from my aunt's dinner table and was like, "Hey young man, my name is Scott Bigelow." I'm like, Scott?
Yes,
Scott.
He hit you with the manners.
Hey young man. And he probably did that shit to fuck with the marks anyway, you know, like
yep.
He knows what you was expecting.
The 10-year-old me just died. Like, where the fuck is the turnbuckle?
Right. If you don't get up on the roof and start doing some fucking headbutts from the top.
Like I don't have these pictures. Like we took a couple pictures. He shot the shit with me. Left me with like some WWF promo pictures or something. Okay. Spent about a good half hour with me at my aunt's house. Like
amazing.
We ate like spaghetti, and then he dipped. And I just,
Bigelow
and then
out?
my cousin comes downstairs and he's like, so are you happy? I'm like, in my mind, like, fuck no, I'm not happy. Like,
you're not the real Bam Bigelow.
Like, yeah, I got a story to go back to, but like, it's no, like when he was dressed, even though he's like was a mountain of a man to a 10-year-old boy, like he's literally in a Nike tracksuit and a hat, and he was walking the dog. Like, there's no.
He was dressed like a mob enforcer, like which you would call a Jersey mob enforcer, like.
He was dressed like he was making his Saturday afternoon runs, and he just stopped by to do a solid for my cousin.
Yep.
I will always love and appreciate her for introducing me to Bam Bigelow, but like it was so uneventful. Like I don't know a good way to put it. It was just lackluster.
Yeah.
Now as I've gotten older, I have had I got another lackluster one with George the Animal Steele.
Yeah.
Because same area in Jersey. Because my grandfather, my grandfather worked at the community college down there, and I was going through like a directory, and it had pictures of the professors, and I stopped, and I was like, "Granddad, this is George the Animal Steele." He was like, and how grandparents they want to get excited for you. Oh, that's nice, baby. That's nice.
Oh,
I'm like,
really?
I'm like, you know him? He was like, yeah, he teaches at the college. I said, there's no way he's a professional wrestler. He doesn't teach at the college. And he, just kind of gives me a kid answer and blows me off.
Right.
We go out grocery shopping, and it's probably not safe to do now, but I was trolling off on my own.
Right.
Yeah.
And I roll down one of the aisles and I see him. And then like my grandfather comes around the aisle like 2 or 3 minutes later, and he's like, hey, this is my grandson. He said to do some wrestling thing. And like
some wrestling
thing. I love you, little Mark.
and he sort of chuckles it off like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but I'm looking at you. I know you're George the Animal Steele. And
I know you've been lusting after Elizabeth.
Like I said, he was in like a sweater tucked into some corduroys and like picking out pickles.
Did he have a pipe?
No. No pipe, no green tongue.
Out there like a champion, yes.
Picking out pickles.
Just really toned down. And like after those 2 disappointments, like I was like my love, not my love, but my understanding that like wrestlers were real people started to kick in. Like I'm thinking they live in some wrestling compound together, and like nah,
the WWF.
They go home on
fucking performance center.
Yeah, they go home on a weekend and do real shit and raise families and have grandkids.
That's great.
Hilarious.
That's great.
Wow. So we want to do this gauntlet first, or
let's do the gauntlet.
The gauntlet.
Man, I'm ready for whatever.
All right, Dane. So we asked 40 questions. You have to answer all of them.
Let's do it.
At least,
see, that's the thing. You ain't gonna spook Dame with none of this shit.
Probably not.
So
I'm from Detroit. Detroit. Don't shit scare me.
So no, we have a list of 40 some odd questions. We're at 41, but we only ask a few, and then we all give our answers on most.
This is when I get to talk on the show because he's always stepping on me and not tagging me in.
Fuck off, bro.
Hey, we're never going to win the championships with that kind of attitude, buddy. Language.
Sorry, man.
Language.
I lost my head.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. But yeah, we'll just all take turns, Dane. So
okay, let's go. Let's do it.
I'm gonna let Bane go first, though.
Oh.
I'm gonna be gracious one. I'll be the bigger man because obviously I am in this tag team. So
you'll be the face. Oh, never mind. I got you. Let's go. Favorite belt design.
Who answers first?
You're the guest, sir.
You answer first.
Hey man, the big gold WCW championship belt, man. The one that the one that Flair wore. Like that's a championship fucking belt. Close second for me. And I know it's an unpopular one, but I like the AEW championship belt also.
Oh, okay. I think the AEW belt is in the same vein where it's like definitely took some inspiration from Big Gold.
Yeah.
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 But I love the Big Gold.
Okay.
No, I get it. Hyphen.
Well, my favorite belt of all time is also the World Heavyweight Championship, the Big Gold. Ever since I saw it in WCW, love that thing. When they brought it back into WWE, WWF, that was my favorite championship. Even though most of the time it was like the B championship. But I just love, even with the little red crystals and the stuff when they added those in. It's just an iconic look, man. Close runner-up from all of the divisions, though, or like all the wrestling promotions. I actually like the TNA design that they were running. Probably not the current incarnation, but it was like when James Storm and Bobby Roode were trading the belt a little bit. I really like that design too of the TNA World Championship belt. So shout out to that.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Fire.
I'm not mad at that.
Fire. To me, man, I can't. I'm gonna sound like such a fucking mark, but and I am. So fuck it.
Okay.
Number one, Winged Eagle for me. Brett's belt.
Okay.
Until Sean took
nice.
An Iron Man match.
Yeah.
We want to talk about it.
No, because then we'd have to talk about niggas losing their smile and getting jumped and whatever else. So
I know.
He's a shit champion.
I'll say this right now.
And
90s Sean is trash, and that's not the Sean
garbage.
I fell in love with. That's not the Sean I fell in love with. So.
I did not get you Shawn Michaels niggas. I was like, dog, he was talented, but he's a short champion.
I didn't get with Sean until I came back to wrestling, like after 2007. I didn't fuck with 90s Sean, so.
Yeah, what a fucking weirdo. Anybody? I don't know. We'll get. I'm sure someday we'll talk about Sonny's stories about the lipstick and whatever else. It's very serial killerish as well. Yeah, I'll go Winged Eagle. But for what in the 90s at least, for what the IC belt meant. It's a very simple design, but just like boxy almost, but like because it just meant so much. Like it was the workers' title.
Yeah.
And I know your tag partner Jay Johnson just copped one of them bad boys.
Shout out to Jay.
Yeah, man. And I feel that like the IC title was always special to me because like WWF late 80s, early 90s. Like the title really the heavyweight title really bounced around to 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
Yep.
The real wrestlers.
Predominantly.
Yeah. And like the IC title was prestigious. Like now it's a joke. Yeah. But like real wrestlers wore that title. Ultimate Warrior, fucking Ravishing Rick Rude, Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect. Like they made that title.
Yeah, they did.
Even like I don't know, like having Honky wear it, I don't know, like over time, just like diminished it. You know, I mean, that's what they call him.
Oh, I know.
But you know, like him that whole year, he was holding it hostage, kind of like me as a kid. I still wanted to see somebody beat him for it. So all the times he would like fuck off and get DQ'd or counted out or whatever, it was like, come on, dog, somebody beat this nigga. And then for him to lose in such fantastic fashion as the few seconds with Ultimate Warrior was like, okay, yeah, all right. But then
I can never remember Honky Tonk Man wrestling a full match.
Exactly.
Never. I never remember a full Honky Tonk Man match.
Man, all them
he had that belt forever.
Yeah, and all them old hustlers, dog. Was like all of them, the 80s, I'll say 70s, 80s generation. Man, them niggas was some hustlers, dog. Like they was just like truckers who just figured out that they could get more money for being on TV. And like them niggas was always trying to find the cheapest way out of everything. Like, man, I don't want to go in here. I'm going here and do 5 minutes, man, and hit them with the goddamn guitar. And it's like, For real, man. Like, come on, man. Damn. So annoying.
Shit.
Cold-blooded. I think it's your turn to ask a question.
Well, thank you for that nice tag team gesture. Speaking of which, I'm going to go with favorite tag team of all time. All time. Dane, you're on.
That's a tough one. I was not expecting that to come up so early.
Yeah.
Can I give two? Can I give two?
Sure.
Okay. I'm a huge fan of the Dudley Boys. Bubba Ray and Devon. I feel like tag teams they shouldn't be just like two guys thrown together. They should be like a team. They should fucking
if y'all don't
work.
Wear something that's the same,
that matches.
I'm gonna be upset. Like that shit irks me.
Yes.
I hate to see just two singles wrestlers because they don't have shit else to do.
Right.
Just get thrown together and just, now we're a tag team. But I love the Dudley Boys. I love how they work together. Bubba Ray without Devon, it does not work. I like his run as Bully Ray, but like he needs Devon.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
And then my second, or like who's probably like my dark horse number one team, is the Hart Foundation, man.
Yep.
Bret Hart, Jimmy Anvil, Neidhart, even some of the later incarnations of the Hart Foundation, like work for me. But like when I think about tag team wrestling, like they were technicians. Yeah. And when Bret left Jim, like it's like he died off or something. but the Hart Foundation, like that's like you said, they dressed alike. They were in unison. They were a fucking team.
I hate niggas that wear two different fits, dog. Like I hate that shit, bro. Like you find this nigga at the bus stop, dog. Like, come on, man. Like y'all go get your gear made there.
They should look like a cohesive unit.
Yeah, it should look like they know each other.
And they look like a team. Like I felt like, beyond them being brother-in-law, like I felt like they really hung out together. Like they were cohesive, and that's what a tag team is. And you don't see a lot of that anymore. The last really good tag team I can think of was like, for me, like somebody like Beer Money. It just worked.
Beer Money. I'm a James Storm mark, so yeah.
I love James Storm.
Yeah, I like Beer. I liked his little run in the UA too.
Yeah.
I like this shit. Yeah. It was again like that whole like outlaw cowboy kind of feel. Like it's like I don't want to come up against it because I don't want to get I don't want somebody running up on and I don't want to feel like that anyway. Like
does that count as a mention?
Huh? Probably.
that's like two, I think.
God damn it.
Yeah. Watch your buttons, buddy.
Sorry. With just that run of that for me, I feel like I'm Black Arn Anderson, or I could be. Like when I'm talking shit, like I loved Arn. To me, he was the most integral part of the Four Horsemen in that regard, to where and I guess Four Horsemen will be one of my answers. But
great answer.
Just Arn tagging with anybody was like, oh, I'm about to win the chip, because it's like, but when Rick would cut his promos, because at the end of the day, this is supposed to be a show where violence solves the main problem. Like we gonna fight about it after we get through talking all this shit. Like, so for Rick being, my shoes, nigga, you broke, blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, that's great. But then when it got back around to Arn, and it was like, nigga, we put one of ours in the morgue, we put one of ours in the hospital, we put two of yours in the morgue. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, this nigga just made it real. We was just roasting each other a minute ago. Now this nigga talking about the fucking apocalypse and putting one of us in the morgue. Like, this nigga, wow.
And I feel you. I feel like anybody Arn team with it brought automatic authenticity, whether it was Tully or Ole. Like if you saw them in the ring with Arn when they came out, and that's another thing about that continuity. When they came out in the matching satin jackets, you knew what time it was.
You beat your ass. It looked great. That was the other thing. It was because and I guess we're talking about the Horsemen, but because I was going to ask favorite stable, but we're here now.
We're here.
I still don't say Horsemen are my absolute favorite stable, but as far as like that whole nigga, we rich, like niggas will beat your ass in some $1,000 shoes easy. Like they caught my nigga Dusty Rhodes on his way to work.
Hell yeah, they did.
They slammed that nigga arm in that heavy ass Cadillac door and like put the boots to him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, man, that threat of violence just like making this like, oh, these niggas aren't fucking around. Okay, this nigga got a suit on, but he got some brass knuckles too. Like, it was always dope to me.
Now you said favorite stable.
Yeah, let's go favorite stable. I think I'm probably gonna have some mark ass answer. New Day tag team. Yeah, love them niggas.
Oh.
So
you gotta respect it.
Yeah.
The longevity,
the
championships,
and the fact these niggas are stacking bread. I love that shit. I love to see young black men make legal ass money.
I really thought the New Day was going to go in a completely different direction than they went in. I thought at one point they were going to be like a serious type of gimmick.
Yeah. Or the New Nation and that sort of thing. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. You know, I got a couple. I do like New Day. I love what they've been able to do. Another stable.
Do they count as a stable? Yeah, I guess they do count as a stable.
I mean, it's three of them.
Yeah.
You know, Horseman is another one that's up there near and dear to my heart. But I think an underrated stable that doesn't get, like, they were terrorizing the late 90s was the Hart Foundation.
Oh, okay.
And I'm talking about the incarnation where it was Brett,
He was whooping niggas' ass.
the Anvil, Brian Pillman, and fucking British Bulldog.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I forget which it was. In Your House Stampede.
Yeah.
It was In Your House Stampede when they all came out together. Like everybody got introduced first, and then Brett came out, and then they marched down to the ring. Come on, man, that's classic.
Canada lost its mind.
Yes, I think they weren't they in weren't they in Toronto?
Calgary?
Yeah,
I think they were in Calgary, were they? Because it was a Stampede show.
Yeah, that's true.
It was no better way to set that shit up. No better way.
It was like, and what was crazy was like they had all the cohesion. Again, we keep talking about all these teams and cohesion. They had like, it's like, nigga, we family. We're literally family. Just like the way that whole thing started with Brett breaking up the fight between Davey and Owen. We talked about that before.
Yeah, that's who I was missing, Owen.
Yeah, it just the shit where he's like, you know, when that teacher was giving you a problem, who went down there and straightened them out? He's like, you know what I'm saying? Owen was like, damn, you right? Like, he was like, I was only in the 5th grade and I set that guy straight. Like, I believe that shit happened. Like, this nigga, like, Brett was a bigger kid probably, and like the nigga do seem like the type to go about face a teacher.
And I think that's the common theme that you bring up, like the cohesiveness of these units. Like you gotta walk alike, you gotta talk alike. There has to be a distinct leader for the group, and that's something that the Horsemen had. That's something that the Hart Foundation had. Even when I think about other factions, say like Nation of Dominate, like there were clear leaders. It was a clear faction.
Yeah. Who you got for stable, Hyphen?
I'm going to go with my favorite stable being the second incarnation of Degeneration X, honestly.
Okay.
That after Sean went out with a back injury, and then was Triple H and Rude left, but then they brought in X-Pac and Road Dogg and Badass Billy Gunn. Stop laughing at me.
No, I'm just throwing up quotes, air quotes for back injury when it comes to Shawn Michaels.
No, that's fine. I'm sorry. I apologize. That one's on me. Okay.
No,
we're working out our issues.
Made it look weird. We are.
But I again, that was when I started watching WWF again in the late '90s, and the Attitude Era was popping off and everything, and that was literally next to the Austins and the Rocks coming out when DX used to come out and just be stupid. Because this is when they were their faces, which some I can get behind, and they were just coming out and having good matches. And I mean, I was going to say that one of my favorite tag teams was the New Age Outlaws, because I really like Road Dogg and Billy Gunn's chemistry. I thought that they did a really good job. And
niggas never wear the same color though.
True.
I was like, why is this nigga half damn naked, and then this other nigga come out in a full fit?
Don't forget about the cornrows.
Oh my god, dog!
Ding, 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 ding.
He had zillions.
Road Dogg, yeah, he did. Road Dogg looked like a dark skinned kid from Kid and Play, man.
He kind of did. He kind of did. But I just really enjoyed their whole run, and even after they turned heel and they brought in the McMahon-Helmsley regime and everything like that, they still were doing good work at times. I mean, obviously they started overexposing Triple H, but
McMahon starts to fuck everything up.
Obviously, he always does. But special shout outs to the Four Horsemen, to the Four Horsemen, and to my beloved NWO Wolfpack.
Don't get me started.
No, go ahead.
Did we? No, I'm pretty sure we already had this out where I was talking about the Wolfpack.
When Marcus was on.
It was like we ran out of things to do with the NWO. What do we do now?
Let's make them faces.
Bow, 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 bow. Let's give them this really bad West Coast rap. Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack. Go out there and do some weak ass crip walk. Let me get Dangerous Alliance. If we talking about niggas who's terrorizing niggas, I'm gonna say the group that literally built Stone Cold Steve Austin. To me, if I had to just,
Dangerous Alliance does not get enough credit because
there's no
long enough.
There's no way you could convince me that the 316 promos weren't influenced by Arn. That a lot of the tough shit he was talking didn't come from Rick Rude, because he was like basically Rick Rude's young boy, like on the road, like, you know what I'm saying? He was talking about stories and he talked about how Rick Rude used to like yell at him for saying goddamn. He's like, don't take the Lord's name in vain. Like he literally would like, but yeah, like you can't tell me, like there's no way you don't get in that group and you just, become like
everybody
Pentor of pro wrestlers. Like
everybody in the Dangerous Alliance was tough.
Cold,
was fucking tough.
Yeah,
beautiful Bobby Eaton, Arn Anderson,
Medusa, dog. Come on,
Medusa. You're the toughest bitch in the league. So like also squad. Just there, like she'll beat a couple people's asses now.
Yes,
like
100%.
Medusa's not a punk, dog. Like, but I mean,
I couldn't imagine rolling into a bar, you're pissy drunk off of fucking Miller High Life, and you bump Bobby Eaton at the bar. The Dangerous Alliance would beat the brakes off of you. They would beat the brakes off of you.
This nigga Rick
Rude, not a game.
Did anybody hear about like Rick Rude like stopping the guy from beating this girl at the gas station?
Yeah.
We like dropped this dude with an open hand smack. Like they said that's all he used to do was hit niggas with open hand slaps. Like they like mastered cuffing the ear so that niggas would pass out from the pressure.
Damn. my very first house show as a kid, I remember Rick Rude was fighting Macho Man. Oh, he was going into a spiel about, Detroit sweat hogs, and some guy jumped out of the front row and ran into the ring and made the mistake of running up on Rick Rude. Oh, no. Rick Rude definitely punched him with a closed fist and put him in a sleeper hold until the police came.
I gotta say that fans getting the shit beat out of them by wrestlers is one of my favorite things in pro wrestling.
What are you doing? What are you doing, dog? Like,
I love it when fans are dumb enough to think they can hop it up in the ring, and it's like, oh, this is just for fun, and then it ain't fun once you lay on that mat.
It is one of the most enjoyable things about pro wrestling, because when you cross that line and think that this man is not a grown man, like he's really the character that he's playing. Like the Undertaker's a huge man, he'll beat the piss out of you.
Yeah,
dog, he's so fucking big, dog. Like, as somebody said, they seen him at a Best Buy. Like, it was like the one across from us. No, this was a while ago. This was like when he was still like Taker. So this nigga still selling the Taker gimmick at Best Buy. Like, wow. It's like holding.
I love how committed
digital
he
camera.
is.
Right. This nigga sitting there holding a digital camera between like his fucking like it's an Oreo cookie or something. Like, it's like, god damn, this thing is like. It's like, nah, it's ridiculous. Like, it was like he didn't do shit, but we were scared. Like,
fair enough.
As
it should be.
Do we have one more? for the gauntlet?
Let's do one more, and then let's see who Dame wants to induct in the Hall of Fame before we keep rolling on.
Yeah.
Okay. Your pick. Tag.
Let me see. I thought I asked the last one, but all right. Hey, whatever, it's fine.
I don't care.
Miss Elizabeth or Sensational Sherry. I know who you.
Oh, that one's a good one.
I'm going with Sherry hands down.
Yeah.
She elevated everybody she was with. Nobody was a loser with Sherry in their corner. She made everybody better.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and like she didn't sable it. You know what I'm saying? Like, It wasn't like, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you hype about skinny blonde chicks with big inflated tits, more power to you. But Sable, come on, like there was really nothing else popping. But I feel almost with the utmost respect about Elizabeth. Like, I don't know. I feel like Elizabeth was like our like beautiful mom, I guess, that we were supposed to love her for. Like, but I can't think of one thing she did on the apron besides get knocked off by Hulk Hogan onto the ground. I can't really think of anything that she did other than get hurt.
Elizabeth was just a certified valet. She was just arm candy.
Right.
You knew this. Sherry was a down-ass chick. You knew that if it went down, she was going to do whatever it took to make sure you won.
Sherry going to drive the car. Sherry going to get rid of the gun. All that shit. Like, yeah, like Elizabeth. Oh yeah, that's right. She showed her ass at SummerSlam. Well, you know what I mean? Like the bathing suit bottom that was supposed to be like, oh, it's so scary. Like she took off a skirt. Like it was like.
And
I guess
and one more.
Sherry was already coming out there with the ass out. Nigga, Sherry ain't have no draws on, nigga.
And if Sherry was in your corner, you were a champion.
Facts.
She only fuck with champions.
Right there. Period.
She only fuck with champions.
Mm-hmm.
Sherry was already coming out there with the cheeks out, like, well, I'm just a distraction the whole time, and I'm gonna swing on this nigga. Elizabeth ain't swinging. All right.
Shout out to Sherry, man.
Hey.
All right, Dame. So what we like to do with every guest, since we started this endeavor, is we have something called the Rasslecast Power Hour Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. You can induct anybody you want into the Hall of Fame. So right now we have Diamond Dallas Page, we have The Undertaker, we have Kevin Nash, Diesel, we have MJF from AEW.
I love MJF.
Who did Cheyenne induct?
And Cheyenne inducted China.
Okay, and China is also in there. So those are the only ones you cannot induct right now, sir. So the floor is yours.
Okay, I wanted to go a popular pick, but I'm going to probably go a little left field with this and go New Japan Pro Wrestling version of Shinsuke Nakamura.
Hey.
Okay.
Yes.
I hate how WWE has whitewashed him and watered him down, and what Vince does to any ethnic wrestler,
any ethnic group,
a comedy act. He makes them a comedy act.
He sure does.
But the Shinsuke Nakamura that I love was whooping ass in New Japan. He had one of the best entrance songs ever.
Yes, he did.
Of all time.
Subconscious, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Shit sounded like a Mega Man song.
It was an event. Shit. He was a brutal champion, and the king of strong style was a force to be reckoned with. I would hope that at some point before his contract expires that they take the reins off of him and let the king of strong style come back.
Oh God!
I like his original entrance music.
They brought it back. They did give that back.
They did bring it back, but he's still more or less like a comedy act. I really thought when he won Royal Rumble that they were setting him up for success and that he was going to capture the title. I would love to see him get a respectable title reign, but I love Shinsuke Nakamura.
I love Shinsuke too, man.
And he had that ill ass intro, the ring entrance with the what I don't know how many it was, but it looked like it was at least 20 strippers at least 20 pole dancers, I'll say. I don't know if they were all strippers. I forget which Wrestle Kingdom entrance that was, but yeah, shout out to that. If you've never seen it, it's on YouTube. It's a sight to behold. Go check it out.
Go look it up. Yep.
And the song is fire, Subconscious. I guess it sounds like a Mega Man joint.
Shinsuke, I love it, man.
It's part of the championship package. Not alone do you have to have the look, but you have to have a song that signifies I'm here. I am the it's an event.
That's what I felt about the original, like the NXT version of his song was like it was an entire event. When the nigga came out there, started playing that violin, and it was like, oh shit, like the whole arena going black and just the beat dropping, and then his name popped up, like fucking
from the first match that he had with Sami Zayn, like it was that's the excitement. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see from WWE, but I knew they would fuck it up.
I literally, bro, when I was watching that takeover at work, and it was like one of the last things I was going to be on before my shift was over, and when that Shinsuke Nakamura dropped on that black screen, and like I was like, I felt like there was no.
You just
light.
saw the shadow of him coming out.
I felt like there was no light in the room that I was sitting in, like just because I was just so enveloped in that moment. It was just like
that big.
And I hadn't watched a lot of him in New Japan. Like I knew of him, but like when they announced him, and they was like, "Oh shit, we about to get Shinsuke Nakamura," and then like. They had built that. They did such a great job, which NXT does. Like, if you look at their roster right now, bro, it's like, it's got slim pickings.
The death knell for NXT is being called up to the main roster. That is the death knell. When it happened to Bobby Roode, it killed all his momentum. When it happened, I felt like Finn Balor thrived in NXT, and I was glad. Yeah, and I was glad to see him go back. But like
for real, because I see NXT as a third brand though.
Yeah, Big Cass and Enzo, like it worked down there. Like just NXT works, and it's the fact that Vince does not have his old decrepit hands on it.
Mm-hmm.
It really is
for sure. Yeah, man. Shout out to NXT and New Japan Pro Wrestling version of Shinsuke Nakamura.
And I feel like when they call Adam Cole up to the main roster, it'll be another fuck up.
Let's not even put that into the air, man.
It's coming.
It's already in motion. They turned him heel again.
Undisputed Era is coming. He'll be on SmackDown in 6 months.
Well, SmackDown is the better show, though. So fingers.
It's a lot of wasted talent on SmackDown. Cesaro should be heavyweight champion. He should have won Royal Rumble.
Anywhere. Oh my God! Listen, and I've been. By the time people hear this, the Royal Rumble will have been long gone.
Elimination Chamber will be long gone too.
We don't need Edge to compete for a world title.
No, we do not. Thank you so much.
It's okay if you want to put him. I don't know. We got to have an exit strategy on Edge, okay? Because
death or injury.
I feel like the last 2 years now, we've been putting way too much stock into Edge, bro. Like this nigga had a whole ass WrestleMania match, like in COVID Mania, but like I don't know.
The WWE puts too much emphasis on old stars when they have a bunch of young burgeoning talent.
Can you imagine Hacksaw Jim Duggan? Can you imagine Hacksaw Jim Duggan getting this much run during the Attitude Era? Like, no. Like,
no.
Come on.
That's not how it worked.
Fuck. Stop it. Like, if Sting wants to come back and retire, like, on his own 2 feet, more power to you, bro. If Sting wants to become AEW champion, no. I don't want it.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
No.
We don't need to. Like, how does it get the belt over? Like, this 50-year-old, well, and that's being generous.
Yeah,
he's coming in and just beating the shit out of these spry, young, world-class athletes. And then when he finally does lose, he just gallops into the distance. Like,
I like Sting as just like the enforcer role. Like, he just comes out to make sure shit doesn't go too far, and that's it.
I like him as the Darby Allin's uncle shit too. I do want him to. I don't know. It would be a cool like retirement match or whatever if that's they want to put their eggs in that Darby basket.
AEW got a lot of young talent. Got a lot of young fire talent. I love MJF. I love Pentagon.
Yeah,
Pentagon's one dude.
What's my guy? Starks. He was in NWA. Ricky's. I think it's Ricky. Young Latin dude or whatever that they about to. I'm very sure his name is Ricky Sparks. Because of the,
I know you're
speaking. Yeah, I just can't think of his name.
You can see his face because then once you see his face, you can be like, oh yeah, Merrill cousin or whatever. Like nigga look like Merrill cousin or some shit. I don't know if that's racist, but I mean, you tell me.
It is. It is.
Nothing is racist when you're black. Nothing's racist when you're black.
Nothing.
Right.
it is Ricky Starks, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm glad I'm not crazy.
You are not crazy. You're just a world-class heel, sir.
Yeah, I am. Fuck that guy's name.
Fuck that guy. Fuck them kids.
Hey.
I'm sorry. I went too far again.
Back in your lane.
Once you're a parent, you can say it.
I just want to
be. And you can mean it.
Hey, for real.
Bad.
Hey, for real, dog. We'll do a double cross episode one day.
Oh, cool.
I promise. We'll do the you'll be Brett, I'll be Stone Cold. We'll do that.
I'll take it. Yeah.
That Brett? That was my favorite Brett, dog.
Yes. WrestleMania 13 is one of my favorite matches.
You ever have somebody like I had like niggas on my block were such marks against what I liked because it was like, oh, I'm sick of Brett winning. Like niggas was like, I was into the Stone Cold wave too. You know what I'm saying? Like I was one of the first niggas down there at Joe Louis Arena chanting 316 when this nigga was fighting Savio Vega in the strap match. Like I was chanting 316. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about because I hadn't seen King of the Ring yet. But I was like, fuck it, we're doing that.
This must be a thing.
This is
Brett
the thing,
does not get it. Brett does not get enough credit for being. People shit on Brett because of the character.
Yeah,
but Brett does not get enough credit for being the incredible wrestler. He would always find a way to win. He didn't need the sharpshooter to win.
No,
if there was an opportunity for a small package,
he was
going to take it.
That King of the Ring run where they like intentionally were like, don't use the sharpshooter, and this nigga had to find different ways to win. That was dope. I was just telling Cheyenne last week about SummerSlam 92 where this nigga Davey Boy was high on crack.
One of our favorite stories here on Rasslecast.
This is it, dog. If you need
high on crack,
this nigga Davey Boy had been doing crack with Nia Hart the entire night before, and completely forgot the choreography for the match. And so that's why you see Brett talking in his ear so much because this nigga was high as a giraffe's ass. Sit up here.
I've never heard this story.
Most important match of his life. This nigga was high on crack. It's in this book.
True story, Dave.
But
it sounds better than the Jeff Hardy incident.
But also,
it's way better than the Jeff Hardy incident.
But the nigga Davey Boy still worked.
Yeah, Davey Boy like, had the match of his career.
Worked.
High on crack.
High on crack.
High. Best match of his
career. In front of all of his countrymen.
Hey, listen.
At Wembley
fucking stadium.
Wembley.
Listen, I don't work at this job anymore, so I can probably tell this story. I used to work at a pharmacy. And we would have to, we dole out medicine, but like people would also schedule like appointments for like, surgeries and shit. And I remember I was a supervisor and I got an escalated call from a patient and it was like, we couldn't schedule a surgery. And he was just going off and I'm looking at his medical records and we can't schedule his surgery because what does he have in his system? Crack fucking cocaine. So he is tearing me a new asshole. And I just stopped him. I said, sir, we can't schedule. I'm trying to be a professional and tap dance around. I said, sir, we can't schedule it because you have crack cocaine in your system. He said it ain't shit but a little bit of crack to make me feel better than I ever felt in my life. I said, well, once you get the crack out your system, then we can schedule your fucking surgery. And he told me crack makes him feel better than he's ever felt.
And that's why people are crackheads. They're chasing that feeling for the rest of their lives.
That shit must have felt great. So imagine feeling that way while you're in the middle of goddamn Wembley Stadium wrestling Bret Hart and going over
in the heat
with yo-yo braids in your hair. With yo-yo braids in your hair.
This shit was slanging.
The nicest braids. Beautiful braids. He probably just wanted
to have cornrows. That nigga had braids. He's like, dog, what the fuck?
When is the last time an IC championship match has ever headlined a pay-per-view? That might have been it.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, if ever. Shit. It's 1992, man. Like,
that's it.
This nigga won an IC title in the same year that the fucking 92 Dream Team came about. High on crack. Come on, dog.
That's the true.
Can you name this episode High on Crack, man? Because that
this nigga was high.
I'm half tempted.
As Dame was saying, this nigga was high as a light deal. Oh, here, wrestler Bret Hart on crack.
What a story. What a hero. What a champion Davey Boy is.
What a champion.
Right.
What a champion.
What a fucking champ, dog. That nigga said, most important day of my life. Well, and you talk about this nigga Nine Hart. He have shit to do the next day, dog. Like, come on, Jim.
Was Jim even on the card?
No. Jim wasn't nowhere to be seen.
Jim tried to sabotage him.
He was just traveling to kick it.
Jim was in catering, nigga, and was like, yo.
Jim was probably... He was fighting his high in the back, just sweating and eating fried chicken while Davey Boy is out there getting work.
Hey,
getting the crack beat out of his system.
Bro. Trying to sweat that shit out. That nigga Jim say, "Hey, Davey, what you up to, dog?"
Nothing.
Shit, chilling, just get ready for the biggest thing in my career ever. Shit, man.
Hey, you want to do some crack?
Yeah, I was about to throw some crack. There's a whole lot of crack in there too, man. Like, we be up all night smoking this shit if you want to. Guess I'm gonna take the edge off of some crack.
Who says no? Who says no? Not
Who takes the edge off? Who takes the edge off
Not
of crack?
Davey Boy Smith.
I can hear him in his British accent. Fucked up.
Brett,
damn it, Jim.
Brett,
I would bet all the money in my 401k that in some point in that evening he blacked out.
Hell yeah.
I would bet every dime in my 401k.
He probably blacked out after the damn match.
Brett, I forgot all the moves.
I don't know.
High as he definitely said that shit.
Hit it again.
Hey man, what the fuck?
Hit it again.
Why was you up doing crack all night?
I don't know.
Nigga get mad at you for asking a question that makes sense. Hell no.
Yo, he's like
beat Davey ass after the match, nigga.
Oh,
beat Davey Boy ass. Say get the crack beat out of the Oh
how
shit.
he passed a drug test? He wrestled Brett on Sunday.
Drug test? Nigga, please.
There's no drug testing going on in 92.
I know.
This niggas was not testing for shit.
I know.
They
were testing after Vince went to trial.
Hey man, y'all. Hey man, don't wear no rubs. Like what? Like they got to do with anything.
Oh, and then
nigga just shrug his shoulders.
Oh shit.
All right. I don't know.
I never knew that story that he was high for crack.
Dog, look that shit up, man. It's a bunch of people saying that shit too. Like Brett said it in his book, but it was like other people who was there. It was like, yeah, Davey was off his ass.
I love how honest wrestlers are, man. I just love it.
Right. Fuck, man. A bunch of us was high off crack back then, man.
Yeah, Brett's the only one that didn't want to do it that night. We didn't know what the problem was.
You niggas know Woo was 100% invented while this nigga was on a bender.
Like Woo is coke.
That's him coming up from the table after doing 4 lines.
Yes.
I like, nigga. Don't nobody respond to nothing like that. Dog. It's like, yeah,
sweaty and nose. Ric Flair came up from the table after doing 4 lines, sweaty as shit, nose bleeding.
Mullet flapping.
Fucking dropping elbows on his suit and shit. Like, that's where he made all that shit from. That Whole swag was found in a coke house.
Where am I?
My home. Kissing the girls and making them cry. Like, all right, yeah. Like, nigga, she's depressed and high, nigga. Like,
oh, that's great. That's great.
With Ric Flair, nigga. Like,
oh my god.
Oh hell no. Oh shit. Oh man, my 9-year-old saw Tori Wilson in the Women's Royal Rumble and asked if that was Charlotte's mom. It's like, god damn. Like,
shout out to J1.
What did you think about the Royal Rumble in total?
Whole event, I enjoyed most of it. I mean, the Men's Rumble, I was, at the end, I'm like, what are we doing? But Women's Rumble was, I still I haven't disliked a Women's Rumble yet.
No.
They've actually had some fucking story and stuff that happened, and yeah, like just the overall story of like Bianca's first Royal Rumble to this one. I thought all that shit was dope. And I'm sitting there watching it with my baby, man.
Bianca's a fucking star. She's a fucking star.
Yes.
And if they don't fuck it up, she can be champion or have a run for the next decade or so. She's a fucking star.
It's a lot like Sasha. Like, they really tried to deny Sasha all that time. It's like, no, nigga, she's still over like Rover. People want to see her whenever she goes anywhere, whether she's got the belt or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? When she's not there, people are like, where's Sasha? You know what I'm saying? Like, when that whole thing.
We need Sasha back.
We need Sasha. What the fuck is y'all doing? Are we waiting on Sasha to come back and win the title? What the fuck's going on?
What I don't want to see them fuck it up is like when they called Bayley up from NXT. She had a good thing going down in NXT, and they fucked it up when they called her up.
It took her years to recover.
I did like the heel turn. Even though she was winning titles, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, the thing, like how she was like meant to connect with fans was like, it was like too much.
That whole I'm a hugger thing down in NXT, it just worked, man.
It worked there because it's like, because like NXT crowds like want you to be dope so bad. Like,
they do.
To feel like they got that speak easy kind of feel of like pro wrestling.
That's a good way of putting it.
And like, to feel like this is whoever is here belongs to us. So yes, we do want you to be a hugger. Or if you betray us, we're going to give you that reaction that you want. Like, if you're supposed to be a heel, we'll boo you. If you're supposed to be a face, we'll cheer for you. Like, nigga, I didn't know there was going to be like booing Dakota Kai this time last year or the year before. Like, damn, dog. Like, how can you not like this kid? And it's like, what? Because you're not supposed to. So, I just enjoy the relationship that NXT fans and anybody but WWE fans, really, like, they're still cool, like, depending on what city you're in, but overall, dog, like, niggas be watching, like, Nakamura versus Cesaro on a fucking Friday and be like, excuse me? Nigga, like, do you see the talent in this ring? And they're just so used to it. It's like, all right.
Because that talent is not used properly.
Yeah.
Those are main event talents that are used as filler.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have anything else to do. Put them up against War Machine and
War Machine. Damn, if only.
I wish I was going to say something about War Machine when talking about tag machines, man. Talking tag machines, tag teams. I really like War Machine. I'm not big on Viking Raiders. I like War Machine.
One of the teachers I used to work with at one of the institutions in which I worked was Warbeard's cousin. Oh no, she was Warbeard's sister-in-law. Nice. So he's like showing up to their shit and like again, we talk about the Bam Bigelow tracksuit. So this nigga's showing up and like it was just so weird to see Warbeard.
Pleated khakis and a polo.
Yeah, a polo, literally like a a teal polo.
Like
what
human
the fuck
being.
are you doing? Like, right, like
tearing me apart.
Nigga, if you don't come in here with a fucking helmet on, niggas, you know what I'm saying?
And your shirt off.
Shirt, nigga, what polo shirt?
And high off cocaine.
High off cocaine.
Woo! So
high off cocaine.
That niggas, man, I got shit to do tomorrow, but I guess I can smoke some crack with you, man. All right, real quick.
Real quick.
Shit, after this, I'm gonna take a nap. Like,
no, he didn't.
Them niggas was back and forth. All night, nigga.
All night long.
How annoying that shit was. Well, speaking of back and forth, man, let's take it to the trademark finisher.
The sharpshooter! He's got it! He's got it! No!
Hey, so all right. We're gonna do a little 3-man weave here.
Let's do
we're gonna do back and forth. You got the timer?
I got the timer.
All right, give us 1 minute.
1 minute on the clock.
To name as many U.S. champions, and this is everywhere that's had a U.S. champion, that never won the promotion's big belt or any promotion's big belt.
Ooh.
This is difficult.
All right.
Oh, yeah, this is a tough one.
I know, but I have faith in us. We're going to go 1 minute. I'll start us off.
Go.
I'm waiting for you to tell me to go. Tully Blanchard.
My dude, Tully Blanchard. Matt Hardy?
Yeah, ECW don't count. Go ahead.
I want to go Rick Rude.
Nope, he won the international. Big gold. All right, I'll take us out here. Arn Anderson.
Ooh. X-Pac?
I think so. Well, fuck it, we'll count it. Fuck it, we'll count it.
Did Billy Gunn hold it?
The U.S. I'm not sure. I know he had the IC.
But he never touched the big gold.
No, hell no. Fuck. I had one. I feel like he did. I feel like it was Scott Hall. Don't worry about
Tom.
it. Damn it! I made that one tough as shit.
Yeah, you did. That's not fun.
Yeah, man, that was a bender.
Fuck, Aaron Stevens. That's what I meant to say. Or fucking, or as you plebeians will know him, Damian Sandow.
Damian.
Did you see what he did with that belt? So this nigga, so one of my favorite trash gimmicks ever, the question mark in NWA. For those of you who don't know, the question mark is just a dude who comes out with a black mask with a question mark on it. It's like the most generic fucking gimmick ever. It's like you would see it on Married with Children. It was so fucking generic. And he just comes out and he's like, the question mark. And like, for whatever reason, that NWA crowd, that studio audience took to him like fucking sand, like water to sand. Like they loved the fact that this nigga had the balls to come out and say that his gimmick was the question mark. That to the point where this nigga had like a 3-minute match. In minute 1, they were chanting question mark. And so the nigga was just the most over performer in the NWA on the studio. And, well, it was under Power Studio. And if you go back and watch it, so the nigga was supposed to be from a place called Monrovia, where they did karate, and he was a master of Mongrovian karate. And so this nigga, Damian Sandow or Aaron Stevens, starts coming out to the ring with him, talking about he's training me in Mongrovian karate. I will be a third degree black belt in Mongrovian karate. And then the dude cuts him off, question mark, he says, karate. And like, that's only thing he, and every time this nigga cuts, says, would just be like, karate. It was insane how over the question mark was. So Sandow wins. Well, he gets his 3rd degree black belt. He has the 3 stripes.
Thank
on
God.
it. He said it took him like 2 weeks to get it. And so he's put the end of the belt along to the motherfuckers. So like it was just obnoxious, some obnoxious shit. So then this nigga wins the US title and he puts 3 slow tape on the hand on that shit saying he was a 3rd degree US champion.
Sandals and
Hey man, when wrestlers get over, it's like catching lightning in a bottle. You just gotta run with it.
Yeah.
There's no way. You don't. You have no idea how shit's gonna go over.
But when it catches, one thing that caught on with me, or that I love, and I just felt like they didn't do enough with it, was fucking Rusev Day. And they just dropped the ball on Rusev Day.
Minutes.
There's let's make a calendar, and every day will say Rusev Day. That's clever, and it is. Love it, but we wanted to love, we loved it. We wanted to do it. We wanted to do the thing.
Yeah.
So,
and they took that away from us.
And then they had a whole New Day versus Rusev Day thing. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that wasn't.
But whatever. Well,
yeah.
Leave it to Vince to fuck it up.
Yeah.
You guys leave Vince alone, man.
God.
That's right, nigger. I'm a brother. It's me, man. The Hulkster's here, man. I'm here with Dame Gone Wild. Sorry, man. I can't help it, brother. Nigger. Thank you. Oh my God, they gave me a button on here, man. Nigger.
So,
yeah.
So
anyway,
Terry,
bro.
Terry, how are you tonight? How are you tonight?
Hi, Uncle Gary.
I'm that, brother. I got a couple bucks in my pocket, man. So I had to holler at my man Angel, okay? Because I only allow brown folks in my place when they're putting something in my face. Nope, wait, no. Woo! Sorry, man. I'm high as the power of Hulkamania, brother.
So, Hulk, were you also doing coke or crack before SummerSlam 1992?
92. What was I doing in 92, brother? No. Well, it was me and the Warrior.
Oh God, that's even.
Wait, it was me and the Warrior versus Slaughter, Sheik. Oh, yeah, Sheiky was there. Actually, Sheik was there. Baba. And then he punched me in the face, man. That guy really doesn't fucking like me, brother. And I guess it's because I called out Saddam Hussein and that one thing I was talking about, and I might have called Ming a coconut or something, brother.
Hey, Bane, are you okay over there?
What's that, brother?
Bane okay? Is Bane okay?
He's good, brother.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go mop his floor now, man, so I can keep living in his garage.
You're living in his garage now?
Mind your business, nigga.
Wow. Thanks, Hulk. You're doing a great job around here.
You hired Hulk Hogan. What a heel! What a heel move.
What? And where can the folks find you that you want them to find you?
Look, man, you can find me on Instagram as Dame Gone Wild. On Twitter, it's the same thing. Dame Gone Wild, just drop the I. And then, wherever you can listen to podcasts at Shop Talk Podcast, ShopTalkPod.com. We are like almost 250 episodes in deep. We don't miss a week. And we don't miss a beat, man. When you see the blue and the black, you know where the fuck you at.
Hey, and if you're looking to record,
yeah. If you're in the Metro Detroit area, hit us up. Anytime you come home, man, you always got a place to record. Hyphen, man, you ever make the trip up here to Detroit, we'd love to have you. Chop it up at Shop Talk Studios. Sure. And man, hey, I had a blast, man. I learned something I never knew.
Dog, look that shit up, bro. Look that up. And then, of course, for any of y'all who haven't seen the Lex Luger CZW interview.
I'm one of the biggest legend stars ever to God.
That was the greatest promo a nigga has ever cut. Please look that up. Lex Luger
the
CZW
soundboard is
promo.
so crucial.
And listen, man.
I don't know.
I love wrestling. Bane, Eric, you like a distant like a cousin to me, bro. We grew up together. You know what I'm saying? And I love the invite, man. Whenever y'all want to have me back, just let me know, man. I love to do it again.
For sure, man. For sure.
You shall return.
Probably get, definitely. We got an open door policy over here.
I can't wait to come back, man.
It's always open like Fuller House, unfortunately. Even for Hulk Hogan.
Hey, man, chill, bro.
So, instead of me trying to cut you off, Handsome Bane, I'm going to tag you in for where the people can find you on the social media.
You know what? I think for this week and for the rest of the weeks ever, we should have my little ladies do it.
There you go. I try to be nice, and you still find a way to slap me in my face. Actually, open-handed, smack me across my ears, and I pass out. So thank you.
Hey,
thank you for doing such a wonderful job at that.
Unless you want that President Barack Obama to come back up in this bitch.
Oh no.
And tell you niggas, my PSA. Do not ever in your motherfucking life. And I know Valentine's Day just passed. Not only do y'all niggas have better not use no rubs, y'all better not have pulled out. It's the luck of the draw. You know what I'm saying? Bitch might get pregnant. She might not. But you know, that ain't none of your business. No, I'm not telling y'all niggas to be deadbeat daddies. This ain't the 80s, nigga. I'm saying, man, if you're going, well, don't wear no rubs for one. And two,
it's terrible advice.
Master, advice. No, I'm the other shoe about to drop. You gotta master the fadeaway. You gonna shoot that bitch, but you gotta back out. If you notice, Michael Jordan didn't dunk as much as he did later in his career. Now, that's because he had mastered the fadeaway. You ain't look, nigga. It's still 2 points. If they can't stop it from over the shoulders, then they definitely can't stop it if you dunk it. So you don't need to fucking dunk if you can just turn over both shoulders and fade away that shit. You know what I'm saying?
As a father of 5, all I know how to do is slam dunk.
Oh, nigga. Well, I mean, fuck it. That's what I'm saying. But you living with the consequences, you know, and that's what that is, you know. That's all that matters, nigga. If you're willing to deal with what happened after the step A, nigga, then fucking take 10. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I said A and 10. I mixed alphanumeric shit. I can do that. That's normally, actually, A10 was the button that I pressed when the nigga Gaddafi came up missing. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole switchboard, nigga. It's like Battleship. We got, nigga, I'm putting
like
y'all up
Battleship.
That's battle fucking shit, bro. My whole switchboard, nigga, when I was president, well, I mean, I still got the keys to that bitch.
Hey, Barry.
You go in there and you press a button, and you used to have an enemy.
How do you feel about Bulldog staying up all night long doing crack?
That nigga was on crack all day. What the fuck, bro? It's the most important match of your life. And, well, I mean, listen, man, if any one of us, I mean, just imagine, you're going in for an interview. Now, let's say you work.
This is a life lesson. Before anything important, you should do crack.
I would say no. But, I mean, if you can do crack, and then do the most important job you've ever done in your life, that shit's probably lit. Like, nigga, I was high as a light bill when I did the most important shit, made the most money I ever made in my life, nigga. I mean, fuck it, man. Hey, listen, if you got access to crack right before the most important moment of your life, I don't know, some of y'all, so for some of y'all, so your wedding, and shout out to y'all, or, you know, a lot of you niggas say it is. It's not. You know, it's fine. It could be that time you scored 20 in a high school basketball game. Imagine doing that shit on crack. So,
at 17? At 17?
Got it.
Well, I'll say, just wait to do crack. Like, I don't think I'm at crack age, I'm not at crack age yet. When I'm 75, fuck it. What else do I got to live?
There's a crack age?
Who gives a shit? Nigga, you don't, at 75, the most important moment of your life probably hasn't. It's long gone. Listen, if Joe wasn't about to do this job, I would tell him to do a stunt. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe he's already started. Who can say? At that
you are
age,
using the soundboard to its full potential, bro.
At this age, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? At that age, nigga 78, you're on borrowed time. So, you know.
I was styling out there like a champion here.
Imagine getting sworn in high on crack. I didn't even get to do that. And I won twice. Then I'll drop the mic and do some cheesy shit. I'm out of here. All right, y'all niggas.
What did I do to deserve this? Hogan and Barry in one night.
You can find Hyphen at Hyphen on Twitter and the Hyphen on Instagram. Follow Handsome Bane on Twitter and Instagram at ILA_POW. The Rasslecast Power Hour is a Hyphen podcast group production.
Smell you later, sweaty marks.